I'm Megan with Triangle Pond Management. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be discussing some of the most common types of stormwater control systems, or SCMs. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be able to confidently locate and identify the SCMs that you have in your communities. Let's go. This right here is a wet pond. It's a very recognizable SCM. It's got mainly a deep, permanent pool of water with a shallow shelf for vegetation all around it. There are generally two parts to a wet pond. There's the forebay, which plays an incredibly important role. It helps trap the water that initially comes in and give it time for the sediment and other pollutants in it to settle towards the ground before the water flows into the main pool, which you can see right here behind me. The water level in a wet pond is controlled by a concrete or metal structure called a riser. You can see the low flow orifice, which is generally a hole or a PVC pipe, which indicates where the pool is supposed to permanently sit. This is a constructed wetland. It's kind of similar to a wet pond in that they both have permanent pools of water and vegetation. However, as you can see, the ratio is much different for a constructed wetland. They have these isolated permanent pools of water, and then in between is a lot of shallow area where tons of plants grow. You can see they're kind of drab and dormant right now, but in the summer this place is absolutely flourishing with different beneficial plants that help filter pollutants from the system. Wetlands need to have at least 70% of plant coverage in order to be considered a good wetland. Now this is a level spreader. It's a pretty unique device, and it's meant to moderate the flow of water entering it, spread it out, and distribute it evenly and then into some sort of vegetated area. Here we have a vegetated filter strip with various clump grasses. A level spreader has three main parts. It has the channel, which you can see right here. It's generally filled with some riprap and medium-sized rocks. And then the water collects in the trough, flows over a concrete or sometimes wooden lip, depending on the age of your level spreader, across a strip of gravel to help filter out solids and sediments, and then into the vegetated filter strip. This is a dry detention basin. Its primary function is to collect and hold stormwater temporarily while it slowly releases it. It has the capacity to hold a huge amount of water because it doesn't have a permanent pool. So you have all of this space you can see from the steep slopes that's intended to hold a huge amount of water, which you generally see coming off of places like parking lots or large apartment complexes. This is a bioretention, more specifically a mulched bioretention. It acts as a natural filter for stormwater as it filters through different layers of media. On the very bottom there's gravel, above that there's a layer of sand, and then on top you can see the mulch here. And all of that acts to collect pollutants before the stormwater reaches PVC pipes, which you can see them sticking up out of the ground there. Those are check pipes just to make sure that the water's flowing properly. It enters those corrugated pipes and then flows directly to the riser and then out to a natural stream, or in this case a lake. This is a grass bioretention. It functions mostly the same as a mulch bioretention, but obviously its top layer is grass instead of mulch. You can even hear the water from all the snowmelt we've had recently exiting the riser. In some cases, a pre-existing natural pond can be used as a stormwater device. It's a great way to incorporate the natural hydrology of an area into your stormwater plan. This is a beautiful, wide, open lake that was able to be converted to conduct stormwater through the spillway and then out into a natural creek. Thank you so much for joining me today to review some of the most common types of SCM. Feel free to contact Triangle Pond Management below for all of your stormwater maintenance and repair needs.